Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm thrilled to highlight some of Hollywood's most talented actors and their beautiful wives. You're in for a real treat, so relax, enjoy the show, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more fantastic content. Thanks for tuning in. Tom Hanks, 69 years old, and Rita Wilson, 68 years old. Nicolas Cage, 61 years old, and Rico Shibata, 30 years old. Sylvester Stallone, 79 years old, and Jennifer Flavin, 57 years old. Chris Evans, 44 years old, and Alba Baptista, 28 years old. Keanu Reeves, 60 years old, and Alexandra Grant, 52 years old. Will Smith, 56 years old, and Jada Pinkett Smith, 53 years old. Ben Affleck, 53 years old, and Jennifer Lopez, 56 years old. Hugh Jackman, 56 years old, and Deborah Lee Furness, 69 years old. Adam Sandler, 58 years old, and Jackie Sandler, 50 years old. Pierce Brosnan, 72 years old, and Keely Shea Smith, 61 years old. Samuel L. Jackson, 76 years old, and LaTonya Richardson Jackson. Jason Statham, 58 years old, and Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, 38 years old. Ryan Reynolds, 48 years old, and Blake Lively, 38 years old. Nicholas Hoult, 35 years old, and Brianna Hawley, 32 years old. Matt Damon, 54 years old, and Luciana Barroso, 49 years old. Patrick Dempsey, 59 years old, and Jilly Mack, 67 years old. Kevin Jonas, 37 years old, and Danielle Jonas, 38 years old. Chris Hemsworth, 42 years old, and Elsa Pataky, 49 years old. James McAvoy, 46 years old, and Lisa Liberati, 46 years old. Tom Hardy, 47 years old, and Charlotte Riley, 43 years old. Matthew McConaughey, 55 years old, and Camila Alves, 42 years old. Patrick Dempsey, 59 years old, and Gillian Fink, 59 years old. Ethan Hawke, 54 years old, and Ryan Hawke, 52 years old. Antonio Banderas, 65 years old, and Nicole Kimple, 44 years old. Josh Gad, 44 years old, and Ida Darvish, 50 years old. Henry Cavill, 42 years old, and Natalie Vescuso, 35 years old. Dwayne Johnson, 53 years old, and Lauren Hashin, 40 years old. Tom Hiddleston, 44 years old, and Zawe Ashton, 41 years old. Mark Wahlberg, 54 years old, and Rhea Durham, 47 years old. Paul Rudd, 56 years old, and Julie Yeager, 57 years old. Patrick Dempsey, 59 years old, and Anna Elizabeth Eberstein, 46 years old.